Girlfriend, look at you go. Nova, ow. Don't chew on that. What are you doing? Wow. Hey girl. Hey girl. What's up? You look very busy right now. This was our attempt at tummy time and now it's just kind of failing. Nova, what are you doing? Nova? Hi. I love you. That's the shoe under the couch that you pushed under there. Hazel, should we give everybody an update on you? A 2-month update? Let's do it. Da, da, da. It's a tiny human. Kaboom. Are you gonna chill there or are you gonna freak out? Don't freak out. With that smile. You're in a good mood. Oh boy. Girlfriend. Why are you freaking out? Come here. Oh, my girl. Hello. Is that better? You wanna hang with mom? You wanna hang with me while we give them your 2-month update? Oh, Nova's gonna help too, look at that. It's a full house. All right, whoo, what's up YouTube? It is Haley and Hazel here. She's kind of fussy, but we'll see how she does. And we are attempting to get comfortable to give you our 2-month update. Hazel is just over 9 weeks old now. I waited a little bit longer to do her 2-month update, which was actually last week. Well, today's the 25th and she was 2 months on the 20th, so we're only a couple days late, but I wanted to go to her pediatrician, get that appointment out of the way so I could give you guys some updates. So let's jump right in. Yeah? You chilling? Can we just talk about how cute this human is? Look how cute you are! I can't believe I made you. She's like, Mom, please stop. Okay, anyway. So, will you go in here? Will you chill for a minute? I'll give you a binky. Let's see if you chill. Oh, wait, there's binky. No, don't freak out. Look. Look. Binky. There you go. We're good for a brief moment. So, hi Nova. Hazel, like I said, is 2 months old and it's kind of insane how much changes in just a month because I was watching our 1-month update for you guys and I mean, don't get me wrong, like she had changed quite a bit already since her newborn days, but like the difference between one month and 2 months is pretty substantial in my opinion. She's like a real person now, you know, she has personality and she smiles all the time and she coos and she has little quirks and random things. You're gonna make me hold you during this, aren't you? Yeah? No? Chilling? You good? You're chilling, nice. And we just learned a lot about each other. Like I can kind of tell when things are wrong with her now. Like I can read her cries and know a little bit more about why she's probably crying and all that, which makes me feel really accomplished. So I don't know, it's kind of amazing seeing her evolve and seeing her grow into like a person, like real human and not just this tiny blob that cries and screams and poops. And don't get me wrong, she does all those things, but you know, now that especially she's starting to smile a little bit more, it's definitely more rewarding. So at our appointment yesterday, Hazel got her 2-month shots, which she did really well. She was super sleepy the rest of the day, which was kind of nice because we just cuddled on the couch and read Harry Potter. If you guys know me, you know that I love Harry Potter, so that was a really nice way to spend my Monday. But as far as her statistics, she is doing killer. She is 11 pounds, 4 ounces now. She's staring at the fan as we speak. 11 pounds, 4 ounces, so she's gained just over 4 pounds since birth. She is 23.5 inches, 23 and like 3/4, I think is what they said, which puts her in the 97th percentile for length. So they're saying she's probably gonna be pretty tall. They won't know for sure until she's a little bit older when they can do like the real test. I guess there's a way they can tell when she's like 2. But they're expecting her to be probably around like 5'9", because I'm 5'8.5". So around 5'9" is pretty tall. But yeah, my doctor's really happy and says that she's doing really awesome, which is great to hear. And overall, I mean, she's getting used to kind of life with us, I guess. You know, she's getting way better at sleeping. Holy smokes, can this kid sleep? She naps pretty well during the day. We've gotten into a routine of like putting her down at certain times to sleep. And then at night, she usually goes like a good 8 hours at night. She does really, really well. Right now, we're putting her down between like 7 and 8-ish. And she'll sleep probably until anywhere from 4 to 6 a.m. I mean, she's really, really good. And then she'll wake up to eat. I'm not hoping for her to go for those like full 12-hour stretches for a little while because she's still tiny and she still needs to eat, and that's totally fine. I'm sorry, she's still staring at the fan. She loves this thing. But I will totally take 6 to 8 hour stretches. That makes me one happy mama. So that's going really, really awesome. And the fact that she's able to, you know, stay asleep for that long and not fuss and go down as easy as she does is really, really great. Her sleeping situation, she is in a DockATot, which we put inside the bassinet next to the bed. Originally, we were keeping the DockATot. If you don't know what that is, it's like a co-sleeper. I think I've mentioned it in my previous videos. It's really awesome. We were putting it in bed between Rick and I, but it is a pretty big piece, so that doesn't leave a whole lot of room for Rick and I at night. So we have been putting her next to us in the bassinet, and she sleeps amazing. And usually when she wakes up, if it's like 6 a.m. to eat, we'll let her stay in bed with us and get those morning snuggles and kind of drift off back to sleep for an hour or two. Especially Rick loves that. He loves to snuggle with her in the mornings. So overall, this little girl is doing fantastic. I'll tell you what, her smiles are like the most rewarding thing in the whole world, especially when she's being a butthead like you are right now. Here, let's hold you. Come here. Hello. Is that better? Do you want your binky? Here. So that's kind of where she's at, which is really awesome. Her hair is getting thicker, which is fun to see, and she's kind of like getting used to her hands, and she's kicking a lot and moving around a lot, doing great with tummy time. She's starting to really lift herself up more. She's always been great about holding her head up, but now she's like up, which is really, really cool. And she's taking more interest in things. Right now she's in Leap 2. If you guys don't know about baby leaps, there's an app called the Wonder Weeks. If you are an expecting parent, you should totally download it because it explains a lot of their developmental progress. So she's in Leap 2 right now, and she hasn't been nearly as fussy as I expected her to be. She's been actually really chill, especially because it's a 2-week leap. So overall, we are thrilled with her progress. Dude, you're so great. I'm so obsessed with you. Look how cute you are. She has a little bit of poop on this onesie. Don't tell anyone. Anyway, so that's her 2-month update. As far as me and my 2-month update, I'm doing really well. I'm feeling really good. I did have my postpartum checkup just after 5 weeks, and I got cleared on site, so that's really good. If you guys watch my previous videos, I talk about how I had a 2nd-degree tear when she was born, and that's completely healed, totally normal. I was super worried about like what my vagina was gonna feel like and how things were gonna be after, and everything literally is back to normal. I've been back into working out. I've been going to my spin classes. I used to go when I was pregnant like 4 or 5 times a week, and that was really awesome for my health, both mentally and physically, but just purely because of time and because I can't exactly take her with me. I haven't been able to go as often as I'd like. Right now I'm going to spin twice a week, which is good. You know, I'll take that. That's better than not going at all. And I'm also trying to go to the gym and start lifting. In fact, 2 days ago was my first day back into lifting. Sorry, I'm like holding your foot, but it's a really cute foot. You might be hearing Nova eating in the background, by the way. So that's making it a lot easier just mentally to kind of feel better. Just because, you know, for me, not always, but like the last 2 years really have been very big when it comes to fitness for me. I've been getting more into the gym. I was lifting, I was working out with my friend Alex, who was my personal trainer for a while. And during my pregnancy, I was doing cardio like 5 times a week. It was really good to just feel like I was taking care of myself. And so working out for me is a way for me to feel like that's my me time, you know? It's my time to take care of myself and you know, start the process of getting my body back and losing the last of the baby weight. So my total baby weight gain was 42 pounds, and I am down to my last 15 that I have to lose. In fact, I haven't weighed myself this week, so it might be less. And they say the last 10 are really the hardest to lose. And the way I see it is I'm working out, I'm taking care of myself, but I do have to eat because we are nursing and I need to keep my milk supply up for her. Oh, you don't want this anymore? Are you gonna be mad now that you spit it out? Here, look. Oh, that's a yawn. Are you ready for sleep? Are you ready for a nap? Oh, don't get fussy on me, girl. So ultimately, I need to eat to keep my milk supply up. So if I don't eat and stay hydrated, then she doesn't get to eat. And that's obviously super, super important. Speaking of nursing has been going awesome. It was really challenging for the first month, really. And again, I think I talked about this in my 1 month update. The first week, especially the first 2 weeks, I'd say, were brutal. Like, my nipples were bleeding and they were cracked. And I know that probably sounds super graphic, and a lot of women who haven't had babies are probably grabbing their boobs right now, like, oh my God. And it sucked, it did. But eventually, once, you know, she was latching properly and we were kind of getting used to it and figuring out different holds, it got substantially better. Why are you so mad? Here. Come here. Ugh. So now that it's been a couple months, it's super easy and it's super great. My supply is awesome. We've already got a nice stock of milk in the fridge for her, or in the freezer, I should say, for whenever we go out of town or whenever she is going to her grandparents' house to hang out there for a couple hours, or at night, Frick takes a feeding. So, and it doesn't hurt anymore, not even a little bit. In fact, it's actually really great and I love it. I really enjoy it. It kind of makes me sad whenever I can't feed her for whatever reason. Like if she's not home and I have to pump instead. What are you doing, Nova? Do you guys see her? She's just like rolling around the bottom of the couch. I don't know what you're doing. So that's, I don't know. I'm really proud of the fact that I've been able to like continue nursing her. Not that 2 months is like any super crazy long amount of time. I'd like to go at least for, well, I'm definitely planning on going the first 6 months, and then I'd like to keep at it until she's a year old, just purely because the American Pediatrics Association recommends that babies are exclusively breastfed for the first 6 months, and then you start introducing solids and you continue nursing throughout their first year, and then after that it's really up to you on when you decide that you don't want to anymore, or up to you and your baby, I should say. So it's really gonna be, as long as my supply is up, I'm cool with doing it as long as she wants. That's really all that matters to me. A lot of kids wean on their own from what I understand, but we'll play it by ear. You know, time will tell and no one knows what the world's gonna look like then, so who knows. But I'm very proud of myself and I'm proud of my body for the fact that A, we stuck with it because it was really freaking hard, and B, the fact that she's growing so well, because it's kind of satisfying when we go to the pediatrician and she's so happy with how much weight she's gained and how big she's growing, and I'm like, that's because of me, that's because of my body. Like, I've been providing that nutrition to allow her to grow, and that's just, I'm very proud. Like, it's a very gratifying feeling to hear that she's doing so well and to know that that is because of me, because of my milk, and because she's such a great eater. I think she and I make a pretty darn good team. I want to turn you around, but you're probably gonna start yelling again. So, what else? Let's see. Oh, birth control. So I was gonna get on IUD. I talked about this a lot on Twitter, and that was the plan even while I was pregnant. And I was thwarted in my attempts to get it twice now, actually. So my first one, both reasons were because of insurance. And now I'm kind of debating if it's even something I want to do. I'm like kind of second guessing myself. We'll see. Am I running out of footage? Ugh, sorry, camera ran out of time. Anyway, birth control, yeah. So I was gonna get on IUD, and long story short, my insurance got all messed up and it caused me to second guess myself to see if it was something I really wanted. I had asked on Twitter for a lot of people's experiences with it and opinions, and even though most of my following on Twitter is male, I still got a surprising amount of female response, which was really, really great. And basically everyone had mixed reviews. Either it was amazing and they loved it, or it totally screwed with them and they hated it. So I haven't been on birth control since I was about 19 or 20. I used to be on the mini pill, and I hated it. I remember to take it, that wasn't really a problem. It was more what it would do to me if I did forget every once in a while. Because the way that it would work is if you forget once, you have to take 2 the next day. At least that's what my doctor told me. And anytime I would miss a pill and I'd take the second one with the next one, it would make me really sick. I would get super, super nauseous, and it would be like middle of the night that it would hit me, and it was just a really, really horrible feeling. And in general, like I remember my first month on it, I was just not a nice person, and I just didn't like who I was. I was just kind of crazy and all over the place, and I just didn't like feeling that way. I felt very out of control. And mind you, I know that IUDs are different, and it's a completely different form of birth control. The hormones can be a lot lower, and it's still, if I do get back on birth control, that will be the kind that I decide to do. But I also know that we're eventually gonna wanna give Hazel a sibling, and I don't know exactly when that'll be. It's not gonna be like now by any means, but I don't want them to be super far apart. So if I do decide to get back on birth control, it will be an IUD, that is what I'll do. But for now, I'm like, not any rush. I haven't even ovulated yet. I haven't gotten my period back since she was born, which has been so nice. And they say that nursing is a natural form of birth control, not that we're like risking it or anything. But so I think whenever we do have our second baby, after that I'll probably get on IUD, but for now I'm just gonna play it by ear until I decide if it's what I want, and then if, you know, who knows, tomorrow maybe I'll wake up and be like, yep, that's the route I want to take, and then I'll do it. But I'm not really in any rush, and I'm just kind of content with the way things are right now, so we'll have to play it by ear and see how it goes. But yeah, I mean, I think that's kind of it. I'm back into streaming, which has been really great. It's been really hard because I took a lot of time off for both maternity leave and for just my pregnancy towards that last month. You know, when you're that big and heavy and overall, like, man, I really dedicated a lot of my time. I mean, I worked out up until my like last week of pregnancy, and I was dedicating even up until that time so much of my days to working out because I was so concerned about keeping myself fit that I would come home from a spin class and I would just fall asleep on the couch because I was so tired. So I didn't really have the energy to stream for a lot. And then once she was born, obviously, I wanted to spend more time with her. So in turn, because I took so much time off my stream, my channel took a dive, and it's been really kind of hard to build it back up. And I expected that. You know, when you take that much time off, people naturally are gonna go and find other streamers to watch. Like, I get it, it makes sense. But it's still been challenging, and it's still been tough to, you know, open up my stream and see that numbers are lower, and that's overall been hard. But nonetheless, I'm still working at it. We're still streaming. We're still doing all kinds of fun stuff, cooking streams, baking streams, playing a lot of different games. I just bought a really massive, like one of those big builds from Lego for Hogwarts from Harry Potter. So I'm gonna be doing a stream to build that. So just kind of slowly but surely building everything back up to where it was. And it's gonna take time, finding balance with being a mom. And like, here's the thing, is that I'm a stay-at-home mom who also has a job. So I'm literally working 2 jobs because I'm a full-time parent to her. I watch her all day long. And then I also stream, right? So I'll either wear her, are you okay? I'll either wear her in my nesting days wrap, which is probably the best baby item that I own, honestly, and do that while I stream for a couple hours, or I'll wait until Rick gets home and he can watch her while I stream, or my mom will come over and help, which will also allow me to stream. The issue is that she needs to eat pretty regularly. So unless I pump earlier and give her a bottle or give her milk that I have saved, like I'm not comfortable with nursing on stream, and I've talked about this in the past too. But girls gotta eat, right? Like, duh. So that means that streams can only be so long because either she needs to eat or I need to pump, because my boobs can only stay so full for so long. In fact, I'm probably gonna need a pump after this video. So that makes it A, harder to have a schedule. I don't have a schedule right now. And B, it also makes it hard to do longer length streams. Like right now, the absolute most I can do is a 5-hour stream, because by then I have to pump, and it's not like a quick, like, oh, be right back in 5 minutes. It's like a, no, I need to go sit down to set up, and it takes a while. And so, you know, those things are all really challenging. And then don't even factor in, right, if she just has a freak out and needs attention and won't calm down unless, you know, she's nursing or needs to be put down. It's hard to find balance, is kind of what I'm getting at. In fact, I'm doing a panel at TwitchCon next month talking about balancing parenthood and streaming. So hopefully I'll have gotten in more of a rhythm by then and I can tell you guys a bit more about it and how I'm doing with that. But it's been a challenge getting back to work and also being with her the whole time. So right now my mom is coming over like twice a week, which has been really, really helpful. So that allows me to have 2 days a week that I can really stream while she's being watched and being taken care of. So overall, that's kind of where we're at. Life's good. We're both really happy. She's really happy. Rick's doing great. I need to start dragging his butt in here and do more videos with me. In fact, I want to start doing more vlogs and stuff now that she's getting a little older and we're getting out of the house more and all those things, because it's definitely a lot of fun to be out and about as a family now. And I also have a new video that I'm going to be recording, which may or may not already be up depending on when I publish this video, about her not 2 month update, this video, about my favorite baby items for her. I have a big list of them, and I know a lot of you guys have asked me on social media what my baby products, which baby products are my favorite, and so I've got a bunch in mind that I want to like show you and tell you about and give you my opinion on. And then I also have another postpartum video in line for you guys, my favorite postpartum products, things that you should totally have ready for when you have your baby, but like you, to take care of you. Take care of you, girl. Anyway, that's it. She's totally passed out now. That's convenient. Well, that's that. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are new to the channel, my name is Hayli. You can follow me on Twitter at Hayli Nick, as well as Instagram. I post lots of fun baby stuff. Are you okay? And then you can also follow my husband at blackout009_, as he's on here a lot with me too. But yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe down below, and I'll see you next time. Mwah.